welcome back. If I have not met you before, or if you've never been here before. My name is Tamara, and this is Reimagine 50 Plus. My goal for this channel is to share things with you if you are over the age of 50. Not to say if you're not over the age of 50, you might not enjoy this too, but really because I am over the age of 50. I'm actually over the age of 60 now. So a lot of what I do is either review things with my age in mind. Is this something that I would use now? Maybe it's something that's very popular with the 20s and 30s crowd, but for me at 60, not so much. So that's just one aspect of what I try to do on the channel. I also try to take you with me when I go out and try new things and have some fun. And also I like to share a little bit about living in a smaller home. And as we age, a lot of us have thought about downsizing. If you raised your children in a large home and maybe they have flown the nest, perhaps you are thinking about relocating, you've retired, you're starting to go through some of your things. I like to focus on how I decorate a smaller home. And we live in Southern California. We do have a smaller home. I like a smaller home. It's easier to clean. And I also like to decorate. So there's sort of a struggle sometimes between, do you decorate? Is it in your way? How do you go about doing that? And also, how do you use what you've got? I don't want to go out and have to buy all new decorations for every season. So for today, I'm going to focus on how I decorate seasonally, and it just so happens that summer is one of my favorite seasons to decorate for, and this summer I have chosen lemons. I love that bright yellow color, and this year I just started seeing a lot of lemons, and I thought, I think I'm going to go with lemons this year. So if that's something that you might be interested in, stick around. We're going to do lemons today. It is hot, hot, hot. It's July and there is a heat wave rolling across the United States. Even here in Southern California, close to the beach, it's been really hot. So it's kind of nice and refreshing to have these little lemons scattered around the house. Now, I clearly love decorating, but for this particular video, I wanted to show you some of the things that I'm using that I have already had, a couple of things I purchased, and mention a couple of economical ways that you can add some joy, add some fun, and add some refreshment to a very hot summer. And that's what I tried to do with my lemons. So I had mentioned a while back that I was going to do some decorating with a little item that I had found on a clearance rack, and it's not being used the way it was designed to be used, but I think that this little lemon planter, and it had string attached so that it could be a hanging planter, I think it makes a perfect napkin holder. And of course I have my little lemon napkins. And that is one of the first things that I would mention. If you want to add a little pizzazz to your table, there is no easier and probably cheaper way to do it than to pick up a set of colorful napkins. Now these I found, they are Valencia. They're really pretty, and I haven't even gotten into these yet because I already had some open. These were from the grocery store for $1. They were clearing out a lot of their napkins to make room for the next season. I believe I got these before 4th of July. They wanted to bring all of their red, white, and blue napkins in. And so these little lemon napkins, and we're down to the last bit. We've been using them for the past few weeks. And so they look, I think, super cute in their fancy napkin holder. I also would mention that when I have gone to IKEA, and if you haven't seen that video in the past, I go to IKEA and I always grab napkins because they have the best large napkins. They're really nice. They are probably the nicest napkins that I buy, and they are the cheapest because I always buy them off season at IKEA. And so rather than paying the $3.99 or $4.99 for a package, and it's a big package that you get, this is not even a complete whole package, but I get them off season, so I wind up getting them for 99 cents and sometimes $1.99. And those napkins last us a long time too. So I put this out to remind myself to talk about it. When you get a gift and it maybe is not the right color or the right type of thing that you normally would use. For instance, I used to get a lot of things and my immediate reaction was, oh, that is so cute, but it's not really my color. As you know, I have a lot of aqua and ocean colors. So this is the perfect example of that. I got this little lemonade spoon in a mix a while back. And because it was, I think it's super cute, but because it was so small, I thought, well, it's not going to take up a lot of space to store this. So I tossed it in the drawer. And so this season, when I was looking around the house at what I already had, I said, hey, where's that little lemonade spoon? So that's a nice little addition. So if you were going to be serving something, why not stick a little lemonade spoon? For me, it worked. It was lemonade. For you, maybe it's strawberries, or maybe you like daisies. It doesn't matter. Sometimes when you get something and you know that you like it, but you're not sure how to use it, if it's small enough and you don't mind tucking it away. For me, it just went in with the other spoons. It didn't take up a lot of space. And now it's ready for me to use. Something else that I had that I did not think about until I started looking around my house for yellow items is I have a set of napkin rings. And these napkin rings are, of course, lemons. And I haven't even used these napkin rings in a long time. They were in a drawer with some cloth napkins and some other napkin rings. Remember the days when we used to have a dinner party and have real napkins? Well, every now and then I do that. But I had not used these lemon napkin rings in a while. Now, I don't need to use them all. I just grabbed one and it made itself at home on my tiered tray. Now, speaking of the tiered tray, I've talked about this before. This is one of the easiest ways to add seasonal decor without it being in your way, without having to fuss around it. It's still a usable space, but it really jazzes it up. So now on my tiered tray, I have not only my little lemon napkin ring, but I have a beautiful candle. I have a beautiful lemon Mikasa bowl, which I had not a long time, but I had it several months, and it made for the perfect candle holder. My canister is already in the right colors, so of course it made it. I have my plant, and I stuck a little swizzle stick down in the plant with a lemon on it, so that brings it to the party. And I think the other thing that I have on my tiered tray was a gift, and that's that little bottle of limoncello. It's very sweet, and I never broke into it. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, I'll save it. Well, now it's on the tiered tray, looking very sweet, I must say. And I had to make a topper, of course. If you haven't seen my topper video, I've done a couple of them. They're a lot of fun. They're great to do with the kids. And I just made this one for myself, and I did it in about 20 minutes, set it outside to dry, and it was ready to go. That whole set of mugs is just lovely. It's lemon in, of course, English, Spanish, Italian, and Latin. I just love these mugs. And normally I would not buy a set of mugs, but they were so reasonably priced and they were so spot on with the theme I was doing this summer that I kind of broke down and said, all right, well, I think I'll get these mugs. They don't just have to be a coffee mug. And that's what I want to encourage you to do, is think outside the box. What do you already have? What do you want your theme to be? And do you have a few things around the house that would actually lend itself to the theme without spending a lot of money? Something else that I added to the dining area is my wreath. And I wound up putting the wreath on the little china hutch thing that I have over here, because when we changed our door out and we put a Dutch door in, I have a screen that pulls down, and that does not allow me to put a wreath on the door. And I was going to hang it on the inside, but it just wasn't working. So I thought, well, where can I put it that I can enjoy it? Now, speaking of that wreath, I did not spend a lot of money, and no, I didn't make it. So I just happened to be at Michael's, and they were clearing out all of that seasonal for the new red, white, and blue stuff that was coming in, and I was able to get my lemon wreath for 80% off. And really, I could not have made it for that. I could not have bought all the little lemons and all of the little pieces to make it. So I was really happy with that. Now, my only thing with a wreath is that they take up space. And I actually got rid of 3 wreaths at the beginning of the year when I was doing my cleaning and clearing out, because they were starting to look a little tired. So I don't feel quite as guilty adding the lemon wreath to the collection, because I did get rid of a couple already, well, 3. So I like the wreath, and I like it in this area because it kind of adds a whole come full circle feeling to the dining area. I also really enjoy decorating the coffee cart area, and for me, the coffee cart area has to remain very usable. So I use that every day. It does make it nice to have just a little bit of that same theme flowing through to that area. So I have a little tea towel that I hook to the front of the cart. I have one of the mugs, and I position it to catch the water whenever the coffee machine does the cleaning process, as well as a beautiful plate that I had. So just those little extras make it feel like it's part of the theme without going overboard. Everywhere I turn, there's something thematic, like I tend to do at Christmas time. So for this lemon theme, I'm keeping it into some very specific areas. But my biggest suggestion is that you look around your home and see what you already own. And then, without spending too much money, turn that into a creative endeavor, something that you can have some fun with and use what you already have. So it occurred to me when I was putting together my thoughts on what I wanted to talk about with my whole lemon theme, that many of you may not know that my lemon obsession started back in, I would say, 2007. And that is because I was diagnosed with cancer. I had tumors in both breasts, and I needed to have a double mastectomy along with radiation and chemo and the whole 9 yards. And my theme at that point in my life was, when you get lemons, you turn them into lemonade. And so I really have enjoyed the whole lemon thing ever since then. As a matter of fact, I thought I would mention to you, because some of you may not know this, that I actually wrote a book about it, and I titled my book Pink Lemonade. So I guess I go way back with lemons. And every time I see one, it's a positive reinforcement that when life gives you lemons, you can turn them into lemonade. Now, I just look around and I have these cheerful lemons that I really enjoy. So I hope this has been a fun little summer video for you. I hope it inspires you to look around your home, see what you already have, and pick a theme that makes you smile, has some positive impact on you, and doesn't get in your way while you are enjoying it. So until next time, I'll see you. Have a great summer. Try to stay cool. If you enjoyed the video, I would love for you to share it, because that really does help my channel grow. So I will see you next week. Bye-bye.